Hello friends, welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to do a top-down analysis on GBP/JPY. We are going to start with the monthly time frame, and then we will come down to lower time frames, weekly, daily, 4-hour, 2-hour, 1 hour, and 30 minutes time frame. From the higher time frames, of course, we are going to find out the overall direction of the market, and from the lower time frames, 1 hour and 30 minutes, we will look for intraday and scalping setup. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So we are going to start with a monthly time frame on the GBP/JPY. Now let's see what's happening on the monthly time frame, guys. On the monthly time frame, as we can see, this was the resistance. Price broke and closed above the resistance, and now the current monthly candle is still in progress. And as we can see, the current monthly candle did not break the low of the previous monthly candle, and so it is rejecting from the downside as well. So we are still, or I'm still expecting the price to, on the monthly, to, because the price has already created the bottom week, I'm expecting the price to fill this week at least and move to the next support, next resistance, which is right here. As you can see on the left hand side, is going to be the resistance area. So this is what I'm expecting on this monthly candle. Now let's see what happens. So this is something on the monthly time frames, guys. Now let's see what's happening on the weekly. Now on the weekly, if we can see that price came down, this weekly candle closed bullish at the support. As we can see, this was the support, price was coming down, so this was the support, price closed bullish at the support, and the last weekly candle also closed bullish. So as we can see on the weekly time frame, we are pretty much bullish as well, same like the monthly time frame. So this last weekly closed bullish. So what we are expecting in the coming week, guys, we are expecting in the coming week, we are expecting the price to make a bottom week, right, somewhere into this area, and move to the next resistance like this. This is something which we are going to expect in the coming month on the GBP/JPY, right? So now let's see what's happening on the daily time frame. On the daily time frames, as we can see, this was resistance right here. This was a resistance, historical resistance. Price interacted with this price, price multiple times. As you can see, this daily candle closed above the resistance, and the last daily candle, which is Friday candle, closed kind of weak bullish candle, but we are still above this resistance. We close above the resistance. So where is going to be the next resistance? As you can see, the next resistance can be into this area. As you can see, the price interacted with this area multiple times, right? So what are we expecting in the coming week? In the coming week, we can expect the price to make a bottom week somewhere, because that's going to be the beginning of the new week as well. So that's like a opening of the weekly candle as well. So we might expect, or we might have a steeper pullback as well in order to make the weekly, in order to make the week for the weekly candle, right? So something like that. And once we break the high of the previous candle, we can expect the price to move to the next resistance. If we get a break and close above that resistance, we can further expect the price to retest the recent broken zone and move to the next resistance. This is going to be like a little resistance in this area, and then we expect the price to move to the major resistance somewhere like this, right, into this area, which is going to be the main resistance area. So that is something we are expecting on the daily time frame. Now let's see what's happening on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, as we can see, we have a resistance right here, and we have a support right here, right? So it totally depends upon what the price does and what price gives us. The next resistance is right here, and the next support is right here, right? So it totally depends upon how we get the closures, because the price is within this resistance and this support. So we would like the price to give us some kind of closure above or below the zone, right? If you get a closure above the resistance, something like this, we expect the price to make a lower week, retest the recent broken zone, and move to the next resistance, something like this. And if we get a further close then we can expect the price to retest the recent broken zone and move to the next resistance like this. This is something we are expecting if the price give us a break and close to the upside. If that doesn't happen and price give us a break and close to the downside, then in that situation we expect the price to retest the recent broken zone and wait for the price to move to the next support, which is right here. A further closure below the support can take us to the next support, which is right into this area, right? So this is going to be something we can expect on the 4-hour time frames, right? Now let's see what's happening on the 2-hour time frame. On the 2-hour time frame, resistance is going to be the same and the support is going to be the same. So same scenario, guys, depending upon where we get the closure. If we get the closure to the downsides, we wait for the price to give us a break and close to the downside, then we can wait for the price to move to the next support. If that happens again, or like if the price give us a closure below that support, we can wait for the price to retest the recent broken zone and we can wait for the price to move to the next support. This is something we can expect and anticipate if we get a closure to the downside. If that doesn't happen and if we get a closure to the upside above the resistance, in that situation we expect the price to retest the recent broken zone and move to the next resistance, something like this, right? And if that happens, if we get a further close above that resistance, we can expect the price to move to the next resistance, something like this. So these are going to be the probabilities depending upon which side we get the closure, right? Let's see what's happening on the 1-hour time frame. 1-hour time frame, the support is right here, right? We have the support right here. If we talk about the resistance is right here. So now let's talk about the 1-hour time frame. The 1-hour time frames, guys, if we get a closure, if we get a closure about the resistance, then we can wait for the price to reset the recent broken zone and move to the next resistance, something like this. And if we get a further close about that resistance, then we can wait for the price to retest the recent broken zone and move to the next resistance, something like that. This is what we are going to expect if we get a closure to the upside. If that doesn't happen and we get a closure below the support, in that situation we expect the price to retest the recent broken zone and move to the next support, something like that. And if we get a further close below that support, we can expect the price again to retest the recent broken zone and move to the next support, something like that, right? And retest or move to the next support, something like that. So this is what we are going to expect on the 1-hour time frame, right? Now let's see what's happening on the 30-minute time frame. On the 30-minute, guys, 1 hour and the 30-minute supports are the same, but if we talk about the resistance on the 30-minute is right here. And if we put the resistance here, there is one more resistance at 18 pip away, right? So it's a pretty tricky on the 30-minute time frame that where to put our resistance. 1 hour resistance was right here, 30-minute is right here. Anyways, still, if the price gives us a break and close to the downside and there is no issue, we can wait for the price to give us a break and close below the support, then we can wait for the price to move to the next support, something like that. If that doesn't happen, if we get a break and close to the upside, in that situation we can take the long, but we have to keep in our mind that this one is going to be a resistance in that area and we can wait for the price to, we can let the price to move to the next resistance, something like that. This is what we are going to expect on the 30-minute chart on the GBP/JPY. So that's it, guys. This was the small analysis on the GBP/JPY from monthly time frame to the 30-minute time frame. And I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you really did like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in another video.